America speaks out that this is wrong. Natalia is right. What will happen to our community if this money isn't there? We have a report on the table. It's called Social Security Works in Pennsylvania. And if you pick up a copy, it shows how much money comes into the different congressional districts. And in this district, there's 121,000 people who benefit from Social Security benefits, and there's $1.5 billion that comes into the economy. If these things are cut off in the future and that money doesn't come in, what happens to Pittsburgh? We look at Pittsburgh and it's basically hospitals and universities, they're non-profit. What happens if we lose the money that comes into our community? So we really have to fight to keep our community and keep our young people here and keep them prosperous. So thank you very much, Natalia. We really enjoyed watching that today. All right. Next, what we've done, we've asked some people to come in that are workers, and we want to see how they feel that this is going to affect them in the future. So I'd like to introduce Chuck Kniesell from the mine workers. Chuck, would you come up? All right. All right. Good. All right. It's all yours, Chuck. Go right ahead.
I'm Chuck Kniesell. Actually, I'm from West Virginia, but I work in a Pennsylvania coal mine in Waynesburg, Pennsylvania. I talked to my superior, Mr. Ed Yankovich from the United Mine Workers, and he asked me to come today and say a few words. And myself being 30 years old, I've already spent 10 years in a coal mine. A lot of my brothers and sisters are twice my age. A lot of my friends are twice my age. The conversations I may have of maybe a normal 30-year-old would be that of different things. But most of my conversations that I have with my friends are what are they going to do when they retire? What their plans are? How are their finances going to be? And it's always brought up, what's going to happen if they take the Social Security age up? I don't know how I'm going to make my ends meet. And that's a sad thing. You know, I work in the coal industry, and we're subjected to coal dust, silica, and the rock dust. As far as the conditions go, just normal walking in the coal mine is, if you could imagine, just go dump a whole bunch of rocks on the street and walk on that all day, 10 hours a day. And these men and women have to do this every day for 30 years, and that's the normal goal for a coal miner, to work 30 years. Now, if this goes up, you're going to ask a man or a woman who's basically spent their life planning things out and making decisions financially to work another 10 years, 15 years, and I just can't imagine. I think of my father. He is 60. He's going to see this later. He's 62, I believe. 61 or 62. I couldn't imagine my father having to work anymore. I couldn't imagine my brothers and sisters at that age having to work anymore. I can't even think of anybody in the workforce that's even close to 69 years old. As of right now, like I said earlier, I'm 30 years old. I've worked in the industry for 10 years now. If that would increase to age 69, at that age, I would have to work in the coal mine for 49 years, almost 50 years. I can't imagine. Even at 10 years, I noticed the pains in my legs and the pains in my knees, and I see what my brothers and sisters have to go through. And a man or woman who works in the coal mine, they don't judge it by years. They judge it by winters. Each and every winter, the pains are stronger, the pains are harder. You got to go through negative temperatures in the coal mine. So imagine what that does to your respiratory system, which is already in jeopardy anyways from breathing these contaminants. When you take something away from someone that has basically built this country, it's just sad. The analogy about the cat food, I've heard stories. I've heard stories that there's actual people now, these days, that have to subject themselves from that. Now we're going to get in a situation where it's going to be a reality. How could you have someone work all their lives building these buildings, these cities, this economy, and just take them away, take all that away and throw them into the street? Because basically that's what you're doing. I can't imagine working my whole life and then one day just have nothing. So I'm not a man of many words, and I'm just a coal miner, but I think I understand what's going on here. And we got to put a stop to it now. But thank you.